Hello everyone, welcome on another adventure. Today we are up in Washington in the Yacolt Burn State Forest, and we're going up to Larch Mountain today. And before you get too excited, this isn't Larch Mountain in the gorge, this isn't Larch Mountain up near Olympia, this isn't Larch Mountain on the Oregon coast. This is Larch Mountain kind of close to Mount St. Helens. So if you're looking for one of those other ones, check out a playlist I've got right up here, and that'll take you to a Larch Mountain playlist. As of today's recording, this one will be the only one in there, but I'll continue to add more as we do more trip reports. We're parked at the Grouse Vista trailhead, and that does require a Discover Pass, a Washington State Park, State Lands Recreation Pass, so make sure you have that on hand. Today we're following the Tarbell Trail up to the Larch Mountain Trail, and we're going to do that in about 2.5 miles each way, so just a little over 5 miles I think round trip total. It's going to be a good day. We've got the sun shining today. It's a little chilly, but the sun's shining, so something to be thankful for sure. But here we go, let's get going. Alright, so we're coming up on a first pseudo intersection here. You can see there used to be what looks like either an ATV track or a road right here, but it's blocked off with these trees. But just in case that isn't as clear as when you get here, just make sure you're following the trail that is marked Tarbell and continue straight. One other thing I didn't mention in the intro video was that the Tarbell Trail actually continues on both sides of the road at the trailhead, and the side that we want is actually the same side as the bathroom and the parking area. The trail across the road goes up towards Silver Star and Sturgeon Rock. All right, we're coming up on our first real intersection here. The last one was marked even though it really didn't need to be, and this one isn't marked even though it probably could use it. Looking at the map, it looks like the straight up route is the beginning of a logging road, and the trail actually veers right here. They may end up in the same spot, but the actual Tarbell Trail itself does go this way right, and then it kind of curves back. And here we are. It looks like we're very shortly coming up on the other side of where this junction is going. Let's see, a little bit of maybe a 2-track or an old ATV track coming on like parallels to the trail. But otherwise, they're rejoined again. And I can see a sign up there that says Tarbell Trail right up ahead. So we know we're on the right track. Coming up on our first real intersection here. We have a sign pointing back down to the trailhead we just came from. The other side of those signs are telling us, I think, that the Tarbell Trail continues that way. Doesn't actually say that, but it does. So the Tarbell Trail continues to the right. What we're actually going to do is continue straight uphill, and this will put us officially on the Larch Mountain Trail. So next stop should be the summit, but there is a little bit of a network coming up, so I'll let you know if there's any confusion coming up ahead before we get to the summit. And of course, very shortly after I just turned the camera off on the last one, we are coming up on a second intersection here. It looks like we're cutting across a road. The road probably, I think, goes back to the Tarbell Trail to the right, and then to the left will take us to Larch Mountain, and then straight is a continuation of the single track trail, and that I believe is the Cold Creek Trail. Both of these will take us to the top. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the single track, at least on the way up, and then maybe take the 2-track back down so we can get a varied view of our different ways, at least from this point. And judging by my map on my watch, I think I'll be coming up on another intersection soon. So I guess we'll be hearing soon again. All right, we're coming up on another couple quick intersections here. We got this 2-track here again. It cuts across the trail. To the right again goes back to the Tarbell trail. To the left again goes up to Larch Mountain. And just as before, we're going to continue straight. And I think we'll hit another intersection very shortly again. But as a side note, if you come here probably in late May or early June, judging by all of the little stalks that are hanging up in this field here, this looks like it would be a magnificent spot to see bear grass just all over the place. So maybe if you're gonna come up here, shoot for late May, early June when it's bear grass season, and you'll have some excellent views. But I think based off of what I see on my wrist here, we should be coming up on this next trail that cuts across very soon. And here it is. Another trail to the right that leads us back to the Tarbell trail. And again, we're going to go straight. And that should be, based off of looking at all the maps now, should be the last intersection we have until we get to the summit. And then we'll take that 2-track back down just for simplicity's sake. All right, we have made it to the summit of Larch Mountain. Unfortunately, there's not really any views up here. We got ourselves a nice radio tower installation fenced off behind us, and the rest of the summit area is pretty much socked in with trees. I think we've lost our sunshine for the most part anyway, so we're kind of socked in with clouds. But otherwise, we did actually have some nice views on the way up. One was of Saddle Star Mountain and Sturgeon Rock to the north, and then we had a little bit of a shot of Mount Hood while we were going up too, so I'll try to show you guys those as well on the way back down if the clouds haven't socked in on us completely. But we're not going to spend much time up here today because there's really not much to look at. But here you can see this is the trail that I came out on. This was the 1-track trail, and then immediately to the left when you come out, this is the other way that you can come up. That'll be the 2-track, so that'll be the way that I go down, and that'll take us right to the junction that we saw before with that road. So we'll just cross back onto that little intermediate Cold Spring trail, and then we'll take another right when we get back to the Tarbell trail. Otherwise, pretty fun day despite not having great views at the top. It's a little chilly, but really good day. See you guys at the bottom. All right, we're still on the 2-track here, and it might not be quite as simple as I made it seem up there, because here are some more 2-track sections that aren't actually on the map. But I think the key here is just to make sure you stay right at any junction, and it should get you back onto the Tarbell trail and back down Grouse Vista trailhead. And I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but here we are coming up on another one of those junctions. But again, as long as you turn right, I guess this one isn't necessarily staying right, but as long as you turn right, you get back down. All right, we've made it back to the Grouse Vista trailhead. It was just a little under 6 miles. We had about 5.75. We had about 1,300 feet of elevation gain on this trip. We made it up to Larch Mountain, which stands at an elevation of 3,480 feet and has a prominence of 1,080 feet. We didn't have any views because there are lots of trees surrounding it, and we had a nice little radio installation up there at the top. But it was still a fun trail and a fun day. Of course, love to thank everyone that's made this possible. The Washington State Department of Natural Resources for preserving this land, trail builders and trail maintenance crews, of course. The original stewards of this land here we are on the ancestral lands of the Cowlitz people and the Multnomah Chinook people. And of course, all of you viewers out there, thanks for watching. I'll see you at the top. And the last reminder, I swear, to turn right. But this one actually gives you a sign, so this one definitely shouldn't be missed.